All right then, good morning ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Super 4, or beg your pardon, the Super 6 of the Club Cricket Committee Lagos League. It's an exciting and intriguing game this morning as we have the biggest game of the season being the first game to be played in the Super 6. It's Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club 1 slugging it out with their biggest rival for the past 20 years. Government College Ibadan Old Boys Cricket Club. Both teams had a fair share of defeats during the round robbery of the Club Cricket Committee League, which started sometime in September 2023 and spanned down up to last week, in which the two sides had a fair share of defeats to the Indian side, Island Titans Cricket Club. But just like we have yet, Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club won the toss and elected to bat first. And as you can hear from the side pavilion, very close to both sides, but the team very close to me is Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club 1. I'll be running the commentary with some of the guests here later on. Maybe some people like Shehu Ajidagba and Endurance Ufem will be coming in between. But it's Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club 1 winning the toss and opting to bat first. So there we have it. Miracula Kibe and Ajeku Daniel are the two batters opening for Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club 1. And quickly, we might be running through the full team list of both sides. But the umpires for today are Wale Adekoya and the experienced Kende Olabiwonu. Opening the bowling for Government College is Jimo Ibrahim. Usual suspects. Both folds are quite familiar with each other, so they would be looking to make sure that This game goes either way. Let's not forget the Super 6 for the Club Cricket Committee is like a decider on who takes the league proper. Shot ball straight towards mid-wicket. Oh, a little bit of a slip there. But a good start there from Daniel Ajeku for his side. And you can see from the pavilion side, the sides actually did clap for that. Let's quickly have the playing 11 for both sides. And there you see for Government College, you have Isaac Okwe, Onikoye Ademola, Babatunde Ayinde, Becky Kehinde, Elijah Monde, Jimo Abdurrahman, Koforola Lukman, Kenneth David, Richard Ubo, Shakiru Shadiku, Vincent Adewoye, and Michael Agbeboy. Another short ball, straight towards fine leg. It just seems like GCI strategy this morning will be to be bowling the short balls to these two batters, maybe because they're actually quite short. And that's why they're doing that. Quickly for Ibeju Lekki, the starting 11 is Chima Kachuku, the captain, Afis Obishason, Ajaku Daniel, Akigbe Miracle, David Agbebude, James Ifeanyi, Edward, Karim, Gafaru Karim Ridwan, KK Bonaventure, Solomon Chilemania, Hussein Prosper, and Miracle Ikaige. Third ball of the first over. Shot again. Seems Jimo is looking to bump the balls into the two batters who technically have the same height. And now the umpire seems to be checking up. I think Tunde Ayinde there in the center. Tunde Ayinde, one batter who's more of what happens on the center. He always wants to know what happens in the center every time he goes in there. Shot up in the air, but Shakiru, who's a mid-wicket, picks that up. I beg your pardon, square leg. Four balls already. Shot balls at those balls. Edge. Oh, drop catch. These two players, Onikoye and Lukman Koforola, are two experienced wicketkeeper. Onikoye thought the wicketkeeper was going to take that. Let's see that again from the replay. Just look at that. Nicked. That was just in there for the taking. On the leg side. Leg by will be signaled there by umpire Wale Adekoya, as we have on the screen. And that brings us to the end of the first over. It's 4-4. Beg your pardon, it's 5-4. The loss of no wickets in the first over. It's a T20 game. Let's see that nick again. That nick was just there to be taken. Just look at it. Nicked. It was more like a practice catch. And the two, both the wicketkeeper and the slip fielder, had the same selves to be blamed. It's 5 for the loss of no wickets in the first over. Isaac Okwe having a discussion with Richard Ubo on what kind of field set he might want. Let's see that nick again. It was just there for the taking. There you have it. Just look at it. It was more like he just passed it down. You know the slip catches that coaches does. And the two fielders, both the wicketkeeper and Onikoyi Ademola, didn't hold on to that. It's Richard Ubo from the pavilion end for the second over of this game. Straight on the ground towards extra covers. Shakir, do you hold on to that? The batters go for two. Is a comfortable run. GCI will be looking to break this losing streak they have against Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club. These two sides have played countless numbers of cricket in which Ibeju has more upper hand against GCI. Full on the off, bits point. Shakiru back into from extra covers. He seems to be busy this morning. Most of the balls has gone to his side. Firstly, he was at fine leg while Jimo was bowling, and now he has moved to extra covers where he has just been busy all morning long. What a busy morning it is for Shakiru Shadiku. And just a simple shot. Going for a single. The whole idea, I think the statement is clear by the Ibeju duck out. They just need to keep the ball ticking. They're probably looking at 120 or 130. On the that should definitely be a wide ball. Signal there by the umpire, Kende Olabiwonu. Nicked towards fine leg. I beg your pardon. Nicked to a third man. Where you have Jimo there. And you can hear the duck out of Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club telling the batters, you need to take the first one very fast. I think the two batters, Daniel Ajeku and Miracle Akigbe, are in too much control of the field this morning. Shot. Oh, lovely catch. A good stop there by Vincent. Bumped on the ground. What a way to end the over, as it's 12 for the loss of no wickets in 2 overs. Ibeju Lekki Cricket current run rate is 6 runs per over. And if they continue at this rate, they might be looking at 120. But GCI, under the leadership of Isaac Okpe, who is missing so many key players like his brother Sylvester Okpe, Tayo Atoloye, Sheun Odeku, and some other big players are missing in this game. But they have the likes of well-experienced Onikoyi, who we must say has retired internationally but not first-class cricket yet. Straight into Onikoyi's hands. Finally, Onikoyi gets his man. That is a simple slip catch. What a lovely catch there. Cool as you like. Just let's see that again. Those are the kind of catches you want to see. Just look at it. The wicketkeeper knew it was out of his reach, and GCI has just taken the first wicket What a lovely slip catch there by Onikoyi Ademolaf. It's 12 for 1 after 2.1 overs. Those are the kind of catches you win that win matches for your side. And Onikoyi, showing his experience, has just shown that he has that skill by taking the first wicket. Joining Daniel Ajeku in the center now is Solomon Chilemania. Solomon Chilemania played his trade in the Edo State League, in the just concluded Edo State Cricket League. And he has Jimo, who has been bowling short balls in the first over, but came back more of the outside of stump short balls, which he paid off with the first wicket he had. The pitch looks all green this morning. Just look at how beautiful the pitch of Tafawa Balewa Square Cricket Oval is. All green. And we must say good work to the facility managers and all the ground staff. Solomon trying to go big, trying to go attacking from the very first ball. And Haisi Kokpe is just walking up to Jimo, telling him, look, if you want to do that, I need to give you protection on the leg side. I need to move Tunde a little bit squarer towards his right-hand side, because Tunde seems to be a little bit more to the leg side. I beg your pardon, to his left-hand side. Oh, very well bowled there by Jimo. Trying to look for the edge of the bat. Just look at that reverse ball. Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club will be hoping that these two partners just stay there to the very end. On the leg side, straight with that race all the way to the boundary for 4. Yes, he does. Lovely start there by Chilemania. Going down towards the leg side where Jimo didn't have protection. Just look at it. On the leg side, straight into the pads. And Chilemaya only just had to use his bat to pad that off towards the leg side for a boundary. The first boundary of today's match. Quick field change. You could see Onikoyi having the direction. Now he has protection on the fine leg region. Oh, straight up. But mid-on just comes to just pick that one easily, comfortably. Last ball of the third over. That definitely should be a wide ball. Good call there by umpire Wale Adekoya. Scully into play, but no is the call. And that brings us to the end of the third over, as it's 18 for the loss of 1 wicket in 3 overs. And there we have it. Just look at that boundary there by Chilemania. Just had to use his bats into the middle. Just guided that one straight towards the fine leg region for the boundary. And if we're just going to see that wicket again, that energetic catch by Onikoyi Ademola. It was just one catch that we can see over and over again. Just look at that catch. Just so simple. Easy does it. Just waited for it. There was nothing so special about that catch. If he had dropped it, maybe Miracle Kigbe would have still been in. But it's one of the safest hands that GCI has. Richard Ubo back into the attack from the pavilion end. Chilemaya facing him. Both players are from Edo State. They played together. Oh, with good swing. That was a late swing there by Richard. Chilemania looking to go big. Second intent showed, but the balls just seem to be moving very late. Chilemania seems not to understand the rhythm at which the ball is cutting a little bit late. That's the shot you would have expected him to play. Rather than extra covers, they have backward a point. So the instruction will be clear to Richard. Keep the ball on the foot stump, swinging it late. Now this time full. Will that go all the way? Can that race all the way to the boundary for 4? Yes, it has. Just a little bit of change there by Richard made Chilemania go big on the leg side for 4. Just look at that. Just look at that perfect timing. It was just there for the offer in his arc. And that raced all the way to the boundary for 4. Good comeback there by Richard. He's back into the initial 2 balls he bowled earlier on the first stump. Giving that off-cutter. Using his wrist this time, not his shoulders. Using his wrist to turn those balls. Oh. Thought that was going towards the leg side, but that has gone towards the offside with the way he played it. That was the top edge. Good chase there by Jimo, running all the way to pick that up. Goes big, can that be taken? Dropped catch, and that has raced to the boundary for 4. Shakiru Shadiku, who has been busy all morning long, dropped that catch. That was just in the offer. Everybody just seems to be perplexed. He had the chance to take the second wicket, but dropped it. Let's see that again. He came out big. It was just there for Shakiru. He didn't have control over that ball. What a way to drop a wicket. The very last ball of the 4th over. Dropped catch by Shakiri Shadiku, and that ends the over with 28 for 1 after 4. Change of ball in for Government College. Now into the attack is Vincent Adewoye from the pavilion end. Isaac Kokpe having a discussion with Vincent Adewoye, who was part of the national team that went for the All-African Games. Oniko Yademola leaves the slip cordon to go to extra. I beg your pardon, that's more like mid-wicket. Yes, that's mid-wicket because Daniel Ajaku is a right-hander. So now the field set for Vincent Adewoye is extra covers and deep mid-wicket. Straight off points. Would that race to the boundary? Yes, it has. Lovely starts there by Daniel Ajaku, and on the way Vincent Adewoye would have wanted to start his over. Just look at that shot outside the off stump. It was there in the offer, and all Daniel Ajaku needed to do was just use his bat to guide that all the way to the boundary for 4. Now a quick slight field change expected. Now he has third man and deep mid wicket. Those are his 2 protection on the offside. Played down straight towards third man this time. Chile Maya now on strike with the third ball of the over. Chile Maya needs to understand, he needs to put his foot straight into the line of the ball. He's seen the balls, but the more that he just keeps going straight, not getting into the line of the ball. You can see Daniel Adeku telling him it's either you go back foot to play those balls. Oh, good ball in there by Vincent Adewoye, giving it a little bit of a late cut. Now goes down, but can only find covers. And you can see Daniel Ajaku going to tell him, look, just hang in there. It's just you and I in the center. We can actually finish this game together. Oh, good ball in there by Vincent Adewoye. What a way to end the over, as it's 33 for 1 after 5 overs. Still in the power play, and current run rate for Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club is 6.60. If they continue at this rate, like I said, they might be looking at a 150 or 160. Let's just see that 4 again by Daniel Ajaku. Just look at that shot. It was there in the offer. All he needed to do was just guide it through to to the boundary for 4. Now the captain brings himself into the attack. It's Isaac Okwe from the pavilion end. Isaac Okwe will be looking to break this partnership of Solomon Chilemania and Daniel Ajeku. There you see the two of them. They have a partnership of 21 runs in 17 balls, with Chilemania having top scored 15 or 14 balls, and Daniel Ajeku just hanging in there. Isaac Okwe into the attack from the pavilion end. It's very humid morning here at the Tafawa Balewa Square Cricket Oval. What a start there by Isaac Okwe, keeping it on the first stump. These two are familiar foes, not only for their clubs, but also for the country as well. A white ball signal there by the umpire, Kehinde Olabiwonu. Oh, good ball in there by Isaac Okwe. That should be another wide. Yes, it is a wide ball. Good push there by Daniel Ajeku towards backward of points for just a single. Oh, very well. But it just seems Chilemania doesn't seem to understand the balls being bowled to him on the offside. It seems like GCI players understand this Chilemania very well. Most of the balls bowled to him, at least 40% of the balls bowled to him by the opening by Jimo, Vincent, and now Isaac Okwe has been more of the first stump, swinging away from his bat. They're probably trying to look for the nick of his bat. What a good ball in there by Isaac Okwe. He saw the intent of Chilemania, but rather than keep it low, decided to bump it into him, forcing him to hang his bats down. And we have the very last ball of the power play. Onto the leg side, but can only just find Onikoyi Ademola at mid-wicket. And what a way to end the over and a way to end the power play, as it's 36 for 1 after 6 overs. And that brings us to the end of the power play. Quickly, let's see the batting scorecard. There you have it. Daniel Ajeku is currently not out with 13 runs off 15 balls with just 1 force to his credit. And Chilemania, who seems to be struggling with the balls on the foot stump, has actually scored 15 runs in 17 balls and has 3 fours, which were most of the balls on the leg side to him. And just 5 extras has been bowled by the GCI players. And quickly, let's see the bowling scorecard. There you have it. 4 bowlers already used. Jimo has only conceded 10 runs, 2 overs, 1 wicket. Richard Ubo, 17 runs, 2 overs, 5 dot balls, has no wicket. Vincent Adewoye, 5 runs in 1 over. And Isaac Kokpe, 3 runs in 1 over. A quick discussion there between Onikoyi and Isaac Kokpe in terms of field change. At this point, they are permitted to have 5 players outside the inner circle. The second game today will be between Foundation Cricket Club and Federal Government College Old Boys Association Cricket Club, popularly known as Fege Kowosa and FCC. Vincent Adewoye from the Court of Appeal end. Onikoya Ademola having a little bit of field placements. Now, who are the fielders outside the inner ring? They have backward of points, extra covers, long on, long off, and cow corner. Those are the fielders outside the inner circle. Straight on the ground towards long on, where you have Jimo. Just look at it. Vincent Adewoye again, keeping that ball on the off-stump line for Chilemania. It just seems like Chilemania needs to make a decision. Either he goes back foot to play those shots, or he just allows those balls go, or push for a single, because he has enough space right in front of him there where you have Tunde and Monday Elijah. Just look at the room he has. All he needs to do is just anchor in for Daniel Ajeku, who has stayed quiet in the long well. And this time this was played straight up. But Jimo, who's a long gun, will come to pick up that for just a single. Now, let's see if Vincent Adewoye might be changing his bowling pattern for Daniel Ajeku. He knows if he keeps those balls there again for Daniel Ajeku, it's going to be too much for him. Though he has protection on the offside, where he has Richard Ubo at back on the point and Becky at deep extra covers. Good push there. That's the shot I would love to see. Playing with soft hands. I must give credit to the bowlers of Government College, keeping most of the balls on the foot stump line, making sure that the batters don't swing their bats that much. It just seems like they've kept the game a little bit quiet. Nick, but no protection at the slip cordon. Can that race all the way to the boundary? Yes, it has. He was just quite lucky that there was no slip there. That was where initially Onikoyi Ademola was staying all through the power play till he was moved. Just look at that. The wicketkeeper couldn't dive that much to stop that ball. And that raced all the way to the boundary for 4. Now Onikoyi having to change the field again. Still no slips. Slightly missing the wicket. Vincent had to scream that out. Let's see that last ball. Ooh. It seems like that was actually a nick. Yes, that was a nick. The wicketkeeper didn't dive forward to stop that. And that ends the 7th over as it's 43 for 1. There you see the 4 that was played. If GCI are going to be bowling like this to Chile Mania, they need to actually have a sleep in place as you go into the attack from the pavilion end. Full on the leg side, but that wouldn't race too much. Onikoya Ademola picks that up easily. But the batters just go for a single. The big question is this. Whosoever wins this game today has 4 more matches to go before they can be crowned champions of the CCC Lagos League. That's a better way to start. Oh, misthrown there. Oniko didn't stop that. But the batters go for 2 runs. Chinemania looking to square cut that, but just mistimed the judgment of the ball. Isaac Okwe taking the pace off the ball. On the leg side, that's a wide ball. White ball signal there by the umpire. Is that an out? Yes, it is. Wrong call. There was no run there. It played straight into mid-wicket where you had Onikoya Ademola very close to it, and they just decided to take a single. And the man who is vastly experienced has just run out Chilemania, and Ibeju has just lost their 2nd wicket in 7.4 overs, as it's 47 for 2. It's 7.4 overs. Let's see that again on the replay. Just pushed a single. Just look at it. Vastly experienced Onikoya Ademola. He didn't need to throw that. All he needed to do was just run, pick it up, and a run out was effected. New batter in is David. He'll be looking to build the same partnership. Interesting to say that Daniel Ajeku has stayed longer in there. He has only faced 18 balls, scored 16 runs. He's playing the anchor role. David Agbodeme is the new batter in for Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club 1. Oh, that was close, but that was definitely rising above. Good call there by the umpire. What a way to end the over with a wicket. As it's 47 for 2 after 8 overs. Let's see that run out again. Just look at it. Oh, I beg your pardon. That was the LB not given there by the umpire. That was way above the bowlers. Let's see if we could, yeah, definitely we could say that again. Just look at the replay for the wicket. There was no chance there. The call was hesitated, and Oniko Yademola very fast on his feet, picked it up, and you could see the umpire so easy. It just seemed like the batter there was just accusing his other partner that why did you allow us to take that run, but he was just there. There was no run there. He was his call. Vincent Adewoye now into the attack from the Court of Appeal end. Soft bowling, soft hands. Lovely shot there by Daniel Ajeko. Swung his bat. Can that be stopped by Richard Ubo? No. Oh, I beg your pardon. That was David Abudeme. Playing that so lovely. What a lovely square cut there by the young lad. Let's see that again. Just to look at it. It was there in the offer. It was there in his act. All he needed to do was just swing his hands. And that has raced all the way to the boundary for 4. On the ground just for a single this time. There's no hesitation there. Single is a single. Another straight drive over the bowler's head. Bowler could have stopped that, but rather than hold it into his hands, just pushed it up. And the batters took advantage of that for just a single because he didn't have mid-off, rather he had long off. could hear from their dugout telling David, stay there, just back long. Don't try going above, just play. It's a 20 overs game, don't be in a hurry to leave. Run out chance at the bowler's end. And that brings us to the end of the 9th over. 54 for 2. Tunde Ayinde will be coming into the attack, but quickly let's run you through the batting scorecard. And the only man who has stuck in there has been Daniel Ajeku, having faced 21 balls off 17 balls. Solomon Chilemania faced 24 balls, scored 22 runs. That's a lovely, good innings for him, but he was run out by Ademola Onikoyi. And then you have David Abudeme, who is 6 of 5 balls. And quickly, let's see the bowling scorecard. 4 bowlers already used, with Tunde Ayinde coming into the attack now from the pavilion end. Would make it 5 bowlers being used by Isaac Okpe. But the only man who has taken a wicket is Jimo Abdurrahman, apart from the run out that Onikoyi did concede. The only man who has conceded more runs is still Vincent Adewoye, 19 runs in 3 overs. He was closely followed by Richard Ubo, who has 2 overs, 17 runs. Tunde Ayinde into the attack from the pavilion end, where he usually bowls in the league. I haven't seen Tunde bowl from the other end. He's bowled more from the pavilion end. The sun is down. It's now cloudy right here, but there's still no sign of rain. Goes big. Can that be taken? Lovely catch. Lovely catch there by Vincent Adewoye at long off. What a way to break the partnership. David Abidoye. Let's see that again from the replay. Just look at it. Tunde bowling is short of a good length outside the off stump. He just went straight into the hands of Vincent Adewoye at long off. And Ibeju has lost their 3rd wicket for 54 runs in 9.1 overs. Karim Redwan is now into the attack for Ibeju Lekki. Starts first with a back foot straight towards extra covers. And you could see his side clapping for him. And it's the end of the 10th over, as it's 56 for 3. Here we have it on the screen again. The wicket that was taken in that over. Just to look at it, straight into Vincent Adewoye's hands at long off. And now Isaac Okpe is running to his 6th bowler. I beg your pardon, his 7th bowler. So now he has brought in all his bowlers into the attack, except for Monday Elijah, and Shakiru Shadiku, who is also a spinner. I beg your pardon, Shakiru Shadiku is actually a pace bowler, and he has Monday Elijah. Those are the 2 bowlers he hasn't used. Now Becky is bowling from the cut of appeal end, as I'll be taking a break for the next 2 overs. And after 14 overs, it's good to be back again in the comes. And after 14 overs, it's good to be back again in the comes box. I'm sure most of you have enjoyed the last 3 overs to see how Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club has scored 83 for 3 in 14 overs, and GCI have just dropped the run rate of Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club to 5.93, with John Elajeko still in there with 24 of 33 balls, and he's there also with Karim Abdul Ridwan with 15 of 18 balls. Becky will be bowling from the Court of Appeal end. Goes down towards extra covers where you have Tunde Ayinde. And the batters will just take a single. At this point in time, the boundaries have kept quiet as JCI have been able to contain these 2 batters to just play straight into the field for just singles. Keeping it down. Lovely shots there by Ridwan. Flicking it towards the leg side, but there's protection for Becky at fine leg. Still really wondering why they named that field set a fine leg. Is the person who named it, does he have a very fine leg? Or it's just fine leg? Goes big. Would that be the first maximum of the day? Yes, it is. That's the first maximum of the day by Don Elajeko. The man who had stayed longer on the crease has finally hit Becky off his pace for a 6. Let's see that again from the replay. Just look at it. Picked it off the line. And that raced all the way to the boundary for 6. That's the first maximum of today's game by Don Elajeko. Takes his tally now to 31 of 35 balls. Would we be seeing the first 50 in the Super 6 of the CCC Cricket League? Oh, straight back into the bowler's foot. He couldn't stop that. That might be a little bit hurtful. Let's see if we can see that again on the replay. Of the ground again, but this time Onikoyi misfields. Allowing the batters to go for a single. If that was a football game, that definitely would have been a goal. No goalkeeper wants the ball to bounce there, but it's a cricket game. Goes towards the leg side. And just a single will be taken. They're trying to go back for 2. Miscommunication. Is the run-out chance? The wicket-keeper missed that. The wicket-keeper missed that. All he needed to do was an underarm throw. That was there for him to take. Just look at that. Underarm throw would have made a difference. But he wanted to just shy at the wicket. And that has brought us to the end of the 15th over as we're approaching the last 5 overs of the first innings of Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club 1 and GCI. It's 95 for 3 with Don Elajeko 34 of 37, Ridwan Abdul Karim 17 of 20 balls. Let's see if we could see that run-out chance again on the replay. Very slow. Just look at it. It was a good throw by the fielder. 1-2 bounce. He just needed to do an underarm throw. That was all he needed to do. on the arm throw would have made a big difference. Tunde Aide now into the attack from the pavilion end. 95 for 3, 15 overs gone. I can't believe that the bowler did actually duck for that. It was in his act to take, and I can't believe he ducked for that. Let's see that again in the replay. It was full. They ducked his head. He should have taken that catch. If he had jumped up, that would have been straight into his hands. A lovely shot there by the batter. Oh, lovely use of the wrist. Straight towards Udo, who was a long on. But just a single. And that takes the side to 100 runs in 15.2 overs with 3 wickets. Sweeps that towards deep mid wickets where Becky is. Umpire signaling 2 balls left in that over. On the ground. Just look at that fielding by Onikoi. Yes, it does it. Experienced man. On the ground, lovely shot there by Redwan Abdul Karim. Lovely on drive. What a way to end the over. 102 for 3 in 16 overs. Let's just look at that opportunity again, that 4. Tunde should have jumped up to take that catch. But he was safety comes first. Jimo back into the attack now from the Court of Appeal end. Lovely use of the wrist there by Ridwan Abdul Karim. Just a single. Let's see if we can see that first ball that went all the way to the boundary. Yeah, there we have it. Just look at it. Timed that ball straight into the bat. Tunde Ayinde could just only pilot that to the boundary. Up in the air, can the wicketkeeper take it? Oh, lovely catch there eventually by the wicketkeeper. Held his ground, held his hands. And lovely catch there by the wicketkeeper. Let's see that on the replay again. Waited for it. Shakir was looking at it. The wicketkeeper took his time. And Ridwan Abdul Karim, I beg your pardon, Ajeku Daniel has lost his wicket after scoring 35 runs off 39 balls as Ibeju Lekki are 107 for 4 in 16.3 over. Hussein Prosper is the new batter in for Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club. Just look at that catch again. Waited for it, timed it. Was just played too early. Just look at it. The wicketkeeper was right underneath it. Came off his gloves into his chest, but he still kept his face on it. And he took that lovely catch there by the wicketkeeper. Lovely catch by the wicketkeeper. Lukman Kuforola. Hussein Prosper, the left hand big man. Hussein Prosper, national team player, more like a big hitter. Can he be the big hitter for his side? Can he see his side to 150? Lovely shot there on the ground. Isaac Okpe could only run to stop that after the bounce for just a single. Good running in between the wicket by the two batters, taking advantage of that push by Ridwan Abdul Karim, who's now on 29 of 28 balls. Hussein Prosper is just 1 of 1 with a strike rate of 100. Can he make it? A good partnership with him and Ridwan Abdul Karim. Good fielding there by the bowler. No allowing that to go away from him. And that brings us to the end. Let's quickly say the partnership of Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club, and the only partnership that has made meaningful sense for them is Daniel Ajeku and Ridwan Abdul Karim. They both faced 45 balls, scored 53 runs, and they were followed by Daniel Ajeku and Solomon Chilemania, who both had 33 balls, scored 35 runs. And Daniel Ajeku also was with Miracle Akigbe, 12 runs off 13 balls. Daniel Ajeku has been more of the game for his side, but at the end of the day, he could only manage to score around the 30 region. And there you have it. That's the batting scorecard. All top 4 opening batters have been dismissed. Daniel Ajeku, 35 of 39 balls. Miracle Akigbe, 3 of 4 balls. Solomon Chilemani, 22 of 24 balls. And David Abudebe, 6 of 6. Ridwan Abdul Karim is currently in the center with Hussein Prospers. They are both 29 and 1 of 28 and 2 balls. Isaac Okpe now coming from the pavilion end to bowl this over. He's coming to bowl. He's bowling his third over actually. On the ground by Ridwan Abdul Karim. Tune Ayinde was a little bit hesitant there, but he was quick on his feet to ensure that that doesn't go for a second. Isaac Okpe will be looking to ensure that this baton of Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club does not cross the 120 or 130, which it will be easy for his side to chase. But Ibeju, knowing how strong they are in the bowling, they'll be looking to ensure that they have a very good target for them to be able to defend. Open the full blade of the bat. Can that go for the boundary? No, Tunde is there, but the batters will take 2 comfortable runs. So it is a comfortable run. Up in the air, can that be taken? Oh, lovely catch there by Shakiru Shadiku. Finally, he takes a catch. Even though he took his face cap away, but he had just had to take his vision up. And finally, Hussein Prosper has scored 3 or 4 balls. That's a lovely catch there by, just look at that. He wrong timed that ball. Even though it was at the middle of the bat, he opened the face of the bat too early. He was trying to look to go deep on the leg side, but rather found Sadiku Shakiru, who was at fine leg, shot fine leg. And Ibeju has just lost another wicket as it's 112 for 4 after 7.2 overs. I beg your pardon, 112 for 5 after 7.2 overs. The captain is in the center now. It's Chuma Akachuku. Captain of his side will be looking to see how many runs his side can put up so that they have something to defend when they come in for the second innings. Isaac Okwe bowling to the captain. It's a captain and captain battle. Good starts there by Isaac Okwe, not making the batter go for that single. Chuma was looking to steal one. Isaac Okwe with the fourth ball of the over. Pushed towards missed. That should definitely race all the way to the boundary for 4. Lovely 4 there by Chuma Akachuku. Pushed that to the side, and that gone to the boundary for 4. He just needed to just dive more properly down, but he was unable to stay down, and that has raced to the boundary for 4. And it's 116 runs already on the board with 5 wickets. 17.5 overs. Last ball of the 18th over to be bowled. Dot ball to end the over. 18 overs gone, 116 for 5. Jim Abdurrahman now back into the attack from the cut of appeal end. That was so lucky. Redwan Abdul Karim looking to go big on the leg side. And I think Vincent Adewoye is just trying to tell Jimo what he needs to bowl because he's the one who is on the leg side. Goes down, but straight to Tunya India at extra covers. And they're looking to go for the second. And they actually do the second. On the ground. Oh, just a little bit of wet hands. The last time these two met, GCI had an upper hand over Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club. And just looks like Ibeju are trying to take control. Though it wasn't more like a similar situation. Goes big, but straight to Nikoyi at long on. 5 runs already off 4 balls. The run rate has risen back to 6.48. He'll just go for a single there. That's a lovely shot there by Chuma. Hitting it on the ground just to make sure that he gets a single. And this over looks quite a little bit more moderate. 6 runs already off 5 balls. Goes big on the leg side. Oh, lovely shot there by Redwan Abdul Karim. What a way to end the over. That boundary helped to end the over as that 4 will take his side to 126 for 5 in 19 overs. And as we are approaching the 20th over, just look at that shot. Well timed into the middle of the bat. Vincent Adewoye couldn't use his feet to stop that. Lovely 4 there by Redwan Abdul Karim. Last 6 balls of the over of this innings to be bowled by the captain of the side, Isaac Okpe. Can he keep them under 130? Or will Chuma Akachukwu, the captain of his side, be able to put up probably 140 or 150 for his side, which will be something they will be able to defend and put in so much for GCI to chase down. Last 6 balls of the first innings. It's the captain's battle. Isaac Okpe against Chuma Akachukwu, Ibeju GCI. Run out chance at the bowler's end. Isaac Okpe couldn't stop that. And the batters will go for 2 runs. By signal there by the umpire. Let's see that again. Just look at that. Was more of a run-out chance. Little bit of a hesitation there by Isaac Okwe. The batters take advantage of that for 2 runs in the first ball of the last over. 128. And he's gone straight into the keeper's gloves. Chuma Akachukwu takes that work.
Young man. Young man. Young man.
Chuma Akachukwu has just lost his wicket. And after 19.2 overs, is 128 for 6. With James Edward Chukwu, known as Chuckles, by his side. In the middle now, he has 4 balls to face in this last over. Pushed towards the leg side. That would just be an easy single. $129 it is on the board now. Karim Abdul Ridwan, 39 of 34 balls. Can he go big with the last 3 balls of this over? Tries to go big, go wicket keeper missed that. And the batters will just take advantage of that for a single. On the ground. Tunde Ayinde picks that up quick. Another misfield. Just more comedy happening on this field today. 1 run converted to 3 runs. Oh, I beg your pardon. 1 run converted to 4 runs. 4 runs in between the misfields. That 4 runs will take his side to 134 for 6 as the last ball of the over. Last ball of the over. Goes big on the leg side. Would that race all the way to the boundary for 4? And what a way to end the over. 4 runs to end the innings. Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club 1. Having played 20 overs, 138 for 6. 139 is what is required for Government College Ibadan Old Boys Cricket Club to chase down. Quickly, before we go into the replays of the game, let's quickly see the match summaries. And there you have the match summaries right there on your screen. You could see it. Ridwan Abdul Karim top scoring with 39 of 35 balls. Daniel Ajeku followed with 35 of 39 balls. It's just the vice. It's a reverse case between both of them. And Solomon Chilemania, the third person, 22 of 24 balls. Jimo Abdurrahman, 2 of 27 in 4 overs. Isaac Okwe, 2 of 23 in 4 overs. And Babatunde Ayinde, 1 of 24 in 4 overs. I'll be right back for the second innings.
Good morning and welcome to Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval, the venue for the Super Six of the Club Cricket Committee, a blockbuster fixture between Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club and Government College by the Old Boys Cricket Club. Any day, any time, when both teams play, it's always feisty. It's a big rivalry. A big shout out to my colleague who took you through the first innings, Abayomi Anyonusi. The last time myself and Abayomi were together running commentaries was exactly 1 month and 4 days ago, right here at the Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval, when Nigeria hosted the 4th Nigeria Cricket Federation Women's T20 Invitational Tournament, a change format this time around that saw net run rates determine who eventually became champions. And congratulations to Tanzania, led by their captain Nima Pius. Big shout out to our 2 umpires, one of the finest umpires in Africa, Kehinde Olambiwonu, and of course Wale Adekoya. Ibeju won the toss and elected to bat, posting 138 runs for loss of 6 wickets in 20 overs. Top batter, Nigeria's under-19 captain Ridwan Abdul Karim, and a player of the senior national team. I'm sure he had a tournament to forget at the African Games. I'll give you a breakdown of their performance at the African Games. Ridwan Abdul Karim, 39 runs, not out of 35 balls, which included 3 fours. And following closely is Nigeria's opening batter. He says his name is Daniel Agiekum. Ghana, Nigeria. Nigeria's opening batter scoring 35 runs off 38 balls, 1 4 and 1 6. And Solomon Chelemaya, the wicket keeper, 22 runs off 23 balls. Prosper Hussaini is still having a tournament to forget. The ghost of what happened in Achimota is still with Prosper Hussaini. Had a terrible tournament, and today he has continued that stead. 3 runs he scored today again, but he's the opening bowler for Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club. The 2 opening batters for GCI, Akufurola and of course Tunde Ayinde. They need 139 runs if there is any hope of GCI getting the better of Ibeju. Isaac Okwe, the captain of the side, was the top performer, taking 2 wickets, conceding 26 runs in 4 overs. And following closely is Jimoh Abdurrahman, 2 wickets, 28 runs in 4 overs. Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening? We got to see from the replay. Koforola is turned and checked the replay there. Prosper Hussaini, he dropped the catch. And what happens? He almost immediately walks out. In the consciousness of Koforola, he thinks the wicketkeeper caught the ball, but unfortunately he walked out of his crease and they took advantage of that chance. Massive blow for GCI. In comes vastly experienced Ademola Onikoyi. some weeks ago called time on his international career that spanned 19 years, playing for several clubs. Former Nigeria's opening batter, wicket keeper. What a sad way to lose your wicket. These two know each other so well. The national team captain, who is also a member of this team, is unavoidably absent. Oh, brilliant. That's Onikoyi for you. Isaac Okwe is the captain of GCI, and the younger brother, Sylvester Okwe, is the captain of the national team. If he's captains. Better bowling there from Prosper Hussaini to Tunde Ayinde, the former captain of this side. They understand the brief. Oh, good shot from Tunde. Great way to start. They will go for comfortable 2 runs. After the first over, we shall be reminiscing on what happened with the wicket of Kuforola. Better bowling there from Prosper Hussaini. The talent is there. You can't take it away from him. And after the end of the first over, 3 runs for loss of 1 wicket. And just to take you through what happened with that ball, that's Kuforola there. The build up to that bowling. Lovely bowling there. Skies it up. Keeper misses it, drops the ball. Kuforola thinks, I am out. But almost immediately, the captain, Chima Akachuku, was told he's walking out. These 2 teams for Nigeria produced 7 players. Daniel Ajekum, Ibeju Cricket Club. Solomon Chilemaya, Ibeju Cricket Club. Though he didn't get to play at the African Games. Prosper Hussaini, left arm medium fast. We also had Ridwan Abdul Karim. Those were the 4 from Ibeju who represented the national team. And for GCI, Isaac Okwe, Vincent Adewoye, and of course Sylvester Okwe. Okeke, Bonaventure, coming from the Court of Appeal end. Better bowling there from Okeke. As long as the runs don't come, the required run rate will continue to jack up. What is required is 7.29, but they are on 2.25. Good backup there. An opportunity for vastly experienced Ademola Onikoyi and Tunde Ayinde to take GCI home. I can even see it from here, despite not being an umpire. It's very wide, clear. GCI won't mind any runs, they will take it. A swing and a miss. Better bowling there from Bonaventure. Another wide ball. Appeal. Fall on the deaf ears of Wale Adekoya. Rather, he declares it wide. But it's very imperative that GCI needs to score with their bats. Lovely flick there. Good backup from Daniel Ajekun. In the first innings, GCI donated 13 extras. And little by little, Ibeju are returning the favor. We are currently in the third over and the second over from Prosper Hussaini. Left arm medium fast. Lovely bowling there from Prosper. And good batting there from Tunde Ayinde. One of the most reliable batters for GCI. Oh, what a shot and what a miss. Finds a way in between the two. The ball was so quick. The duo of Solomon Chelemaya and Chima Akachuku, the captain's efforts, ended in futility as the ball raised for a boundary, which is what is required from GCI. They need to score the boundaries and, more importantly, score those runs. Lovely bowling there after that ball raised for a 4 from Prosper Hussaini. Another swing and a miss from Tunde. Oh, great shot there. Only one run will be taken. While Prosper Hussaini had a terrible day in the batting crease at the African Games, with the ball, he had just 2 wickets in the entire tournament. One against Tanzania and one against Namibia. These two know each other so well, Onikoyi and Prosper. And once again, we've come to the end of the third over. 11 runs for loss of 1 wicket. Babatunde Ayinde, top batter, scored 8 runs off 11 balls. Onikoyi gradually building himself, has faced 5 balls and scored just 2 runs. Highlight of what happened in the third over. That smell leather there, telling Tunde, you will feel it. And that was that 4 runs that he had in that over. We're currently in the 4th over. Okeke would always deliver on the mandate by giving extras. He needs to cut down the extras. Very good bowler, but that's one minus. Oh, better bowling. He heard me right and he said, Sheum, I know what I'm doing. I will correct myself. And that he has done. Bonaventure Okeke coming from the Court of Appeal end. That is a problem. And the captain goes there to speak to him. He wants to be closer to him and tells Obisheson to take his place, and he will have a brief tete-a-tete with Bonaventure. And from what he's telling him, Bonaventure, you can bowl very well. You have more fielders on the offside. You have nothing to do on the leg side. Oh, brilliant shots. One day. Lovely shots. Lovely shot from Tunde Ayinde. Sending the ball for 4, and you can see from the replay, no need for any movement from the Ibeju fielders. All they need to do is just to go and pick the ball from the boundary. Later this afternoon, another blockbuster fixture. Island Titans Cricket Club topped the league, but it's a battle of 2 Fs. Oh, up, no man's land, and just one. Battle of 2 Fs. FGC versus FCC. What a game we have on our hands. The 6 teams that qualified for the Super 6. Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club won. GCI, Island Titans Cricket Club Foundation Cricket Club, Federal Government College, Warri Old Student Association, and of course, Rising Stars Cricket Club. Okeke versus Onikoyi, a battle of 2 O's. Better bowling there from Bonaventure. The captain is closer to him now. And then he's getting those instructions from his captain, who entrusted him by giving him the ball. Oh, better bowling. And you see someone putting on yellow, a Brazilian jersey. That's the coach of the national team and the high performance manager, Steve Ogonji Tikolo, the one they call Gonzi Guns, a semi-finalist at the 2003 World Cup, where South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Kenya co-hosted. They were beaten by India in the semi-final, but Tikolo stood out. I'm talking about coaches. We also have the coach of the female national team. He created history as the first coach in Nigeria's history to go for a tournament and then claim medal. That's Lekki Oyede, the youngest team at the African Games, the least ranked team, but against all the odds, defeated teams like Namibia, third highest ranked team at the tournament, played a no grief for anybody cricket with South Africa, who eventually embarrassed us with the decision that they took. And the icing on the cake was beating Uganda to claim bronze. That's huge. Congratulations, Lekki. Parading young players like Peculiar Agboya. They say, come Pecky. Usain Peace, the 5th most valuable player at the tournament, behind players like Nakisui of Uganda. And of course, Lilian Ude emerging as the best bowler of the tournament. What more can you ask from a coach? Once again, you have earned the right to smell your flowers, Lekki, and we wish you all the best. The captain takes responsibility now from Prosper Hussaini. Chima Akachuku. GCI need 121 runs. What they are on is 4.32, and what is required is 7.64. They require 121 runs in 95 balls. Very doable. An opportunity there, but just Bonaventure will be saying to himself, if I had walked in a bit, maybe I would have taken that catch. White ball, Chima versus Onikoyi. Onikoyi playing against his former employers. He's traveled severally, played for several clubs. Pioneers Cricket Club, St. Gregory's Cricket Club. Oh, one day, sensible cricket. Sensible cricket. Just a slight touch. That's what you get from batters like this. The likes of Andre Russell, Shubman Gill, Hardik Pandya, Virat Kohli. I'm sure we are all enjoying what is happening at the Indian Premier League, Tata IPL 2024. Don't also forget players like Adrian Makram, classing. The South Africans have got it in them, but they always bottle it at the big stage. What a game we have on our hands. Ibeju versus GCI is always a blockbuster game. That looks like a no run. But Prosper allowed one, and you can see from the body language of the captain, it looks safer more than his mouth will have said. But like they say, we move. Better bowling there from Captain Chima. Shout out also to those guys who make these guys very fit. There's a difference between being fit and being physically fit. When you are physically fit, it means you can do your work without undue fatigue and still have enough energy for unforeseen contingencies. Shout out to you, Sheye Olympio, aka Mr. Fitness. Sensible cricket from Tunde Ayinde. Shout out to you also, my brother from another mother, Rickson Tete, the one we call Ganjerian. And that brings us to the end of the 5th over. 26 for 1. How well are GCI taking advantage of the power play? And at this stage, where was Ibeju? After 5 overs, 1 more over to go, and we'll have come to the end of the power play. Bonaventure has been rested. And in comes Ridwan Abdul Karim, coming from the Court of Appeal end. Ridwan Abdul Karim, off break, is the kind of bowling he does. Ridwan versus Tunde. Sensible cricket from Tunde Ayinde. He scored 16 runs of 19 balls. Skies it up. An opportunity, and Obisheson fails to drop that. He knows the implication of dropping that wicket. Ridwan does the damage. After the second ball, he skies it up. And he catches. In comes an all-rounder, Vincent Adewoye. Played only 1 game at the African Games, and that was against Zimbabwe, the eventual champions. And he was Nigeria's best performer. He faced 15 balls and scored 19 runs, which included 3 fours. and he was on a strike rate of 126.66. An opportunity for Vincent to show us what he can do. But Vincent's assignment is against his teammates at the national team. Check out that wicket again. The ball failed to hit the meat of the bat very well. But the alertness of Obisesan has to be commended. The way he ran to pick that ball. If he had dropped that catch, he would be saying to himself, what did I just do? Missed chance there from Vincent. Better bowling from Ridwan. Has bowled 3 balls. Considered just 1 run. And has 1 wicket to his credit. Ridwan making life uncomfortable for Vincent. What just happened? That was a missed opportunity. Vincent himself had already given up. And then look at, he drops. The ball fell. Bonaventure thought he could help Ridwan Abdulkarim pick the ball after dropping it. The signs were there for Vincent. The way he played the first ball, the way he played the second ball, there was something in him that the players kept telling him, watch the ball. And he was almost check up on replay again, see him turning his back and trying to walk back to the pavilion. But the duo of Ridwan and Bonaventure says, you need to keep batting. Lovely over from Ridwan. And we have come to the end of the power play. 27 for loss of 2 wickets. You have to say that GCI did not take advantage of the power play. And that's what we have always emphasized, even when we go for international competition. And when you look at how teams take advantage of power play in the Tata IPL, you want to say those are professionals and vastly experienced players. You want to say that is the template. You have to take advantage of the power play. 6 overs gone, 27 for 2. The target is 139. If there's any hope of winning, required run rate is 8.00 and they are on 4.50. 112 runs in 84 balls. Great way to start from Chima. He'll be saying to himself, if I cannot get the wicket, If they continue to dot the balls, it means the required run rate will continue to jack up. Before it was from 7, now it's on 8. So they need to score with their bats, Tunde and Vincent. Tunde Ayinde is the one that can explain what he was trying to do. After 3 balls, no run, more pressure on GCI. They need to come good with their bats. In communication, you must communicate very well. Vincent again, lucky. No, not with the ball, but with the hand. And Kehinde Olabiwonu is too experienced to allow that to happen. The pressure is there for GCI. After 4 balls in this over, they are yet to score any run. You can understand the pressure. He was on the brink of getting a maiden over, but that wide tainted that ambition. But that won't deter Chima from bowling. He's done well in this over. After 5 balls, he has just considered just 1 run off an extra. That's a brilliant and a decent bowling. What a brilliant over from Chima. Just 1 run. "28 runs for 2, the bowling scorecard. Prosper Hussaini 1 wicket, 8 runs, 8 dot balls in 2 overs. Ridwan Abdulkarim 1 wicket, 1 run, 5 dot balls and 1 over. He has bowled. And Okeke has bowled 2 overs and considered 10 runs, 8 dot balls. The batting, Kufrola didn't score any runs after facing 2 balls. Babatunde Ayinde still batting, faced 25 balls and scored 16 runs. Ademola Onikoyi is already out, faced 11 balls and scored 7 runs. And Vincent Adewoye has faced 4 balls and scored no run. We are currently in the 8th over. Ridwan Abdulkarim coming from the Court of Appeal end. Vincent Adewoye, after surviving 2 scares, choose to score any run. And can they go for 2? No, is the call. That first run wasn't quick. Finally, Vincent gets the monkey off his back by scoring 1 run. Ridwan considered just 2 runs, 1 wicket after bowling 10 balls. The required run rate continues to jack up. 8.96. They need 109 runs in 73 balls, but they are not scoring with their bats. And we have come to the end of the 8th over. 31 runs for 2 wickets. 108 runs needed in 72 balls. Ibeju Lekki batted first and scored 138 for 6 in 20 overs. Ridwan 39 not out, Ajekun 35 and Solomon 22. And you can see the partnership. 27 of 30 balls between Onikoye and Babatunde Ayinde. And currently Vincent and Tunde Ayinde. 16 balls they've combined to face and they've scored 4 runs. They need to improve. Gafar has replaced Captain Chima. Gafar is bowling from the pavilion end. He's into his first over. Gafar also had a tournament to forget in the Southwest Under 19 in Oyo State. Just 1 run taken there. After the 8th over, the call from the bench of GCI was to ensure that they don't dot balls anymore. They score runs with their bats. Else, the hope of getting a victory might not be achievable. Gafar from the pavilion end. They need it. The memo did not get to Tunde, where his teammates were telling him, enough of the dot balls. Let's score runs with our bats. Tunde is cutting a frustrated figure in the batting crease by not scoring runs. After 4 balls, just 1 run. And he tries to get it. And that raises for 4. This is what the team needs. They need to start scoring the runs. The chase didn't get any Oh, good shot there. And they will go for comfortable 2 runs. And you can hear the shout from the captain of the side, Isaac. Guys, run with your legs. Score more runs. Avoid the dot balls as it continues to pile pressure on us. 38 runs for loss of 2 wickets after 9 overs. This is not what GCI envisaged. And the checkout on that 4 runs, he had to open his body for it. Good shots there from today. All the chase by Obisheson ended in futility. 101 runs is what they require in 66 balls. Current run rate is 4.22 and what is required is 9.18. These two need to start doing something with their bats. But Ridwan Abdulkarim is into his 3rd over. Has 1 wicket to his credit and has considered just 4 runs. The wicket of Ademola Onikoyi, precious wicket. Another good bowling there from Ridwan. He has ensured that the required run rate for GCI continues to jack up. Good stop there from Gafar. Backward of point, stopping that ball. If that ball had beaten him, he would have been saying a different song entirely. Ridwan has done excellently well with the ball. What will be going through the head of Captain Isaac Okpe? This is not what they require. This is not what they need. They need to put pressure on the fielding side. But the fielding side are not under any pressure by virtue of what is currently going on. Will he chase that ball? Good stop there. And lovely throw. And that was a miracle for him to have stopped that ball. But his name is Miracle Akigbe, leaving to the name. Good fielding there from Obisheson to bring us to the end of the 10th over. 97 in 60 balls. 42 for loss of 2 wickets. Tunde Ayinde still batting. But Kufurola and Onikoye have lost their wickets. After the 10th over for the first innings, we shall be telling you where Ibeju were. What you are seeing on your screen, wherever you are watching us from, highlights of what happened in the first 10 overs. And that was the wicket of Kufurola. He walked away, but Obisheson just told Captain Chima, take advantage of that loophole. That 4 runs there that beat Solomon Chelemaya and Chima Akachukwu. And this is Chima, that dab from Onikoyi. who already has lost his wicket, and that was a wicket of Onikoyi off the second ball of the first over for Ridwan Abdulkarim, and you can see them in jubilant mood. This was the moment where Vincent thought he was out, but he was given a second life. This is Gafar into his first over, and lovely shots there from Tunde Ayinde. Scored 25 runs off 35 balls. He needs to do more. And you can see Ademola Onikoyi talking to Tunde Ayinde. And that's Vincent Adewoye also getting a pep talk from a vastly experienced batter who unfortunately lost his wicket in a very unfortunate circumstances. Shout out to our two umpires, umpire Kehinde Olabiwonu and Wale Adekoya, and that's it on your screen. The batting score card for GCI. Kuforola did not score any runs. Tunde Ayinde 25 not out of 35 balls, 3 fours inclusive. Ademola Onikoyi 11 balls faced, scored 7 runs, and Vincent Adewoye, not by his standard, has scored 4 runs of 12 balls. And this is what is required, 97 of 60. If there is any hope of GCI claiming a famous victory over Ibeju anytime, any day, a victory for either of these two sides is always a very sweet victory. Then it's time for them to start doing the needful. Okeke is back into his third over. He was rested. He was bowling from the Court of Appeal end. Now he's bowling from the Pavilion end. 2 overs. He has bowled, considered 10 runs, no wickets. Can they go for it? No, it's the call. Miracle there, doing the needful. The brief is simple. Get boundaries in every over. Don't dot balls. And keep rotating the strike. No run there. Brilliant bowling there from Okeke. Just 1 run. Brilliant fielding from James Chukwu, whose teammates like to call him Chuckles. Chima putting up an attacking field. Something certainly is going on with the batting of Tunde. Appeal not granted. The replay suggests it. Umpire Kehinde says the ball going down the leg side. One more good ball to be bowled for us to come to the end of the 11th over. 10.25 required. He continues to jack up. Lovely bowling there from Bonaventure. Into his toes. Almost getting into his pads. But for his alertness, it could have been a different story entirely. Check the replay. Yes. That was very close. 45 for 2 after 11 overs. There's problem for GCI presently based on what is required and what they are currently churning out. Later in the afternoon, battle of two friends that would become foe for the next 40 overs if possible. Ehosa Agedo Destiny is the captain of FGC, and Peter Ao is the captain. Skies it up, no man's land. Looks safe. Missed opportunity there. Can they go for one more? Yes, they do. Lovely effort there from Ridwan Abdulkarim. See it on replay. It is not beyond him. He has taken that kind of catch before. If we cast our mind back to the West Africa Trophy that Nigeria hosted and Nigeria won last year in November, if my memory serves me right. He took a brilliant catch of that nature. Not a wide from Gafar coming from the Court of Appeal end. They are switching various ends. He has bowled from the pavilion end. Now he's coming from the Court of Appeal end. Another missed opportunity there from Vincent. Vincent has faced 16 balls and has just scored 5 runs. It's more like flipping the coin. This is kind of runs Vincent will have scored facing those kind of balls. Lovely fielding there. Vincent underrated that shot. The least that could have happened from that ball was 2 runs. But he thought the ball was going to race for a 4. (49 for 2), 11.4 overs. The duo are keeping their wickets, but they are not scoring the runs that is required by their teammates. 12 overs gone, 50 runs on board. It's a more tough task. 89 runs in 49 balls. 10.90 is what is required, and they are currently on 4.23. A sharp contrast to what is required. Tunde has played from ball 1 to the 12th over. That's the chart you are seeing there. Chima again is back. And Chima is into stored over. From the pavilion end. Chima yet to get a wicket. Has conceded 10 runs off 13 balls. Shout out to my friend also and my brother from another mother, former captain of Azad Pioneers Cricket Club, Zilibe. Vincent is not in his marauding self. Dotting those balls. Has faced 20 balls and just got 6 runs. He has had 2 lives, but he has not taken advantage of those 2 lives he's been given by Ibeju. Just 1 run. They need 139 to win. They are currently on 52. Lovely stop there from James Chukwu. We have to heap praises on the former captain of GCI, Babatunde Ayinde, who is observing the Ramadan fast, and to all Muslim brothers and sisters all over the world and those watching us, I say Ramadan Mubarak to you all. May all your supplications be answered. Good shot there. And lovely stop. Just 2 runs. .5, 56 runs. Another swing and a miss to bring us to the end of the 13th over. This kind of score is what you get sometimes when you have just crossed the 6th over. The bowling scorecard: Prosper Hosseini 1 wicket, 8 runs, 8 dot balls, 2 overs. Ridwan Karim 1 wicket, 7 runs, 12 dot balls, 3 overs. And the others are yet to get wickets. And for the batting, Babatunde Ayinde is still the top batter. 44 balls faced, scored 33 runs. And Vincent Adewoye has faced 21 balls and scored just 7 runs. This is totally unacceptable of a performance of Vincent Adewoye. A lovely shot. Just when I said Vincent Adewoye, that was not your performance, he told me to shut up. And hit the ball for a 6. One day, 10 runs in 2 balls. It was very imperative that as at the 15th over, they need to be on 70 and above if there's any hope or any fighting chance. Gafar is into his 3rd over, yet to get a wicket, has considered 22 runs. And he has just bowled 14 balls. This is the Vincent we know. "11 runs off 3 balls. Babatunde Ayinde has an opportunity to take a bow if he's feeling a bit tired. You know what the fasting can do to you sometimes. You need to replace energy by drinking water, but unfortunately you can't. But we are grateful to God for this very good weather. Skies it up. No man's land. And you see the captain there. That was an opportunity. Press hard. And you can see from the replay, Bonaventure Okeke, they are taking advantage of every run now. They know it's very, very important. 13.4 overs gone, 68 for loss of 2 wickets. These two have combined to score runs, but they need to do more. Oh, shots, one day. And they go for 2, can they? Yes, they do. Gradually, GCI are waking up from their slumber, scoring runs with their bats, and trying to put pressure on the Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club side. Wide ball. "15 runs already considered in this over. Last good ball of this over. Emphasis on good ball. Wow. He needed to do what he had to do. I'm sure Gafar is all right. After 14 overs, 71 gone, 71 runs scored, I beg your pardon, for loss of 2 wickets. Six more overs to go. We are in for a frenetic finish. And you can see what have been taken for the duo of Vincent and Tunde. "68 required of 36 balls. Isaac Okwe yet to bat. Elijah Monday yet to bat. Becky yet to bat. Jimo yet to bat. Quite a lot of batters still there. And from this end, they cannot afford to dot anything anymore. Ridwan Abdulkarim came from the Court of Appeal end in his 3 overs and is into his final over. And that was a giveaway. That was a giveaway. That was a giveaway. And you can see from the look of the captain, Chima Akachuku, he can't hide his feelings. Ridwan, you can do better than what you are doing. That was on the leg side and more of like a full toss. Pressure everywhere. The batters are under pressure. The fielding side are under pressure. The coaches are under pressure. The fans are under pressure. Those watching are also under pressure. That was an opportunity there. Skies it up, an opportunity, cool as you like catch. Cool as you like catch. Finally, Bonaventure gets the wicket of Tunde Ayinde. Bowled by Ridwan Karim. And in comes the captain. He wants to come and take responsibility. Replay of that. And you can see Tunde himself knew that Okeke will not give me another life. He's ran his race. Played up until the 14.2 overs from ball 1. He's currently the top batter for GCI. Faced 47 balls, scored 38 runs. And in comes Isaac Okpe, the captain of the side. Can he play captain's innings? Remains to be seen. At the end of the 14th over, he was telling his teammates the brief of what needed to be done. He is now in, and let's see what he will do. Ridwan still has 3 more balls to go for his over to come to an end. But you have to say Ridwan has done excellently well. He's been the best bowler for this side with the economy rate. Considered 11 runs, taking 2 wickets in 3.3 overs. Two more balls to go. These two know each other so well. Ridwan and Isaac are teammates. Just one. Good fielding there from Prosper Hussaini. And gradually, Vincent Adeoye is getting into his groove. Has faced 26 balls and scored 20 runs. His team will require more from him. Missed opportunity there. And that has brought us to the end of the 15th over. (76) for loss of 3 wickets. The wicket of Ademola Onikoyi, Koforola, and of course Babatunde Ayinde. Daniel Ajeku is now coming from the Court of Appeal end. These two need to take responsibility. Vincent and Isaac, they are currently on 5.07, and what is required is 12.60. Good stop there from James Chuku. Great start from Daniel. Just one run. That's not what they require. They need to score boundaries. (77 for 3). Don't forget 139 is the target for GCI. I know these two understand the target. They knew before they came into bat. Lovely bowling there from Daniel to Vincent. Daniel bowling excellently well. Two runs conceded after bowling 4 balls. One day, that was a late cut there from Captain Isaac. The replay says it all. Looks for that gap and gets it. That is what they need, boundaries. No run there. Better bowling there from Daniel to bring us to 82 for 3 after 16 overs. (57 in 24 balls. Can they do it? (57 in 24 balls. They need to start getting going now. Prosper Hussaini will be coming from the pavilion end into his 3rd over. Isaac and Vincent batting. After this game, the next game up for your viewing pleasure. FCC versus FGC. Dropped scratch. Oh, looks like ball hit him on the jaw. Great attempt from Solomon Chelemaya, the wicket keeper.
Yeah.
Prosper Hosseini, 1 wicket, 8 runs conceded, 2.2 overs bowled. Just 1 run, Miracle will not allow a second one. 83 for 3. They need 55 runs in 21 balls. Wow. The task becomes a bit more daunting. Jimo Abdurrahman. Pressure, pressure, pressure. An appeal that wasn't granted. If the boundaries fail to come, and GCI continue to dot the balls, it's safe to say Ibeju might just carry the day and once again claim bragging rights. Over up. Seventeen overs gone. 85 for 3. Target is 139. 54 runs in 18 balls. How feasible that is, we wait and see. Vincent was retired out, but he has an opportunity to get back again. Daniel continues to make things difficult for Jimo. It seems as if Jimo did not get the memo before getting into the batting crease. Two runs taken there. Initially looked like risky 2 runs, but eventually it came through for them. But they need more than that. And this ball looks like a ball that will race for a 4. And yes, it is. Effort by Prosper and Chesson did not yield any dividend. The ball pierced, and you can see before they could say Jack Robinson, the ball had gone for a 4. Boundaries is what they need. Boundaries will they get? We wait and see. That's 4 runs. That's sure 4 runs. There was enough width. Jimo has to come good for them. Back-to-back 4s. Just one run taking there. One more good ball to be bowled for us to come to the end of the 18th over. We are in for a frenetic finish. Just one run there, not what they require. Ladies and gentlemen, it's becoming very difficult for GCI. This is what they require. 42 in 12 balls, except you have Klassen, Abhishek, Andre Russell, Shubman Gill, Tikaratne Dilshan, Kumar Sangakkara, Mahela Jayawardene, and maybe Sachin Tendulkar. You need to go all out. Those good old days of MS Dhoni, not the MS Dhoni we have now. Prosper will not allow any big over of his bowling. 2 more overs to go. Prosper into his penultimate over. Lovely fielding there. That looks like David Abibode. They need a very big over. Can they get a very big over? If GCI eventually loses this game, they will look back at the number of dot balls that happened and their inability to take advantage of the power play, which was the first 6 overs. But like we always say, there's still a lot of fights. It's just that Ibeju must have claimed the bragging right. But there is still the top 4 teams getting into the Super 4. Just one run. Was a full toss, but the advantage was not taken. Lovely fielding there from Chima. Just like Thomas Tuchel, the coach of Bayern Munich, after suffering a 2-0 loss against Borussia Dortmund in the Die Klassiker, congratulating Xabi Alonso, the coach of Bayern Leverkusen. It's the same way we can from this position say, congratulations Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club. We can begin to say congrats to Ibeju. They need 37 runs in 6 balls. We are getting set for the next game. The teams are already around. FCC versus FGC. Chima Akachukwu is bowling the final over, the captain of the side. He wants to take the glory, he wants to take responsibility. Four runs. But what is required is off 6 balls, 6, and maybe one out of those balls there was a no ball. (106 for 3). They didn't lose too much wickets, but they gave away too many dot balls, and that is haunting them now. This is not what is required. All he can just do is to keep the scoreline respectable. 108. Battle of two captains, Captain Chima and Captain Isaac. Decision of Captain Chima to bat after winning the toss is gradually paying off. Skies it up. Opportunity. Dropped catch. That was Ridwan Abdul Karim dropping the second catch today. Gets the wicket. Congratulations, Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club. Check on replay again. Chima to Jimo. When is it starting? Two more balls to go. I mean, 2 more good balls to go. (30 required in 2 balls. Nothing can happen. Even with a throw down as bowling, it can happen. Can he stop it? Good stuff from Daniel. Vincent will say to himself, I woke up too late. Off 32 balls, he scored 23. There were too many dot balls of his, which was one of the biggest problems he had. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Ibeju Lekki Cricket Club. And you shall be getting to see the match summary. 1-1-1 for loss of 4 wickets. 1-1-5, I beg your pardon. Oh, 1-1-1 for 5 wickets. 20 overs. And you shall be getting to see the match summary of what happened in the second innings. It's been an entertaining game. Ibeju versus GCI. Ibeju once again claiming the bragging rights. And you can see there, Ibeju winning by 27 runs. The match summary in the first innings: Ridwan Karim 39 runs not out of 35 balls. Daniel Ajekun 35 runs of 39 balls. Solomon Chelemaya 22 runs of 24 balls. And for the bowling, Jimo Abdurrahman 2 wickets for 27 runs in 4 overs. Isaac Okwe captain 2 wickets for 23 runs in 4 overs. And of course Babatunde Ayinde 1 wicket for 24 runs in 4 overs. For them to have posted 138 for loss of 6 wickets in 20 overs. And in the second innings, GCI scored 111 for loss of 5 wickets. Babatunde Ayinde 38 runs of 48 balls. Vincent Adewoye 33 balls faced, scored 23 runs. And Isaac Okwe, the captain, faced 15 balls, scored 18 runs. Chima Akachukwu 2 wickets for 22 runs in 4 overs. Ridwan Karim 2 wickets for 12 runs in 4 overs. And of course Hussaini Prosper 1 wicket for 15 runs in 4 overs. Ibeju winning by 27 runs. Ridwan Karim, player of the match, with his bowling and his batting performance. 39 runs of 35 balls, 3 falls, strike rate of 111.43, and his bowling figures 4 overs, 12 runs conceded, 2 wickets, 3.00 economy rate. That's the size of the package. Shout out to our 2 umpires, Kehinde Olambiwonu and Wale Adekoya. And what you are seeing on your screen is a warm down by Team Ibeju and the team talk by Team GCI. They need to fight another day. Up next for your viewing pleasure, FGC versus FCC.